Thank you. And if any of you would like to receive recordings, most of you must have registered on the link. So you will get the recordings. But if you haven't registered, and in case you feel like sharing this call to somebody, all it is required is for them to register on the link, and then they will be shared the recordings. Somebody is writing, I'm not able to join. You can tell them to log out and log in again. Okay. So welcome to Being You, Changing the World. If you don't know, today is the birthday of Dr. Dane Heer and Gary Douglas together. And every year on 22nd May, we used to celebrate Being You Day. But now it is on 22nd June. And from 1st of June for 21 days, every day, some facilitators are going to talk about judgment-free zone and one topic. And I will be sharing all the links with you all, so you can always go on YouTube and listen to all the facilitators. I am one of them across the world, where I would be talking around on 20th of June, I will be talking about if you are your best friend. Thank you, thank you. So this is the energy that I aspire to be more of me in this world. Unapologetic, more of being able to create what I can create and what contribution and gift can I be in this world. And I invite you all to have that access to your energy for the gift and contribution you be in this world. So this book, if you can see, Being You, Changing the World. So the title, for a long time, it didn't register in my world. Yes, it's a nice title, Being You, Changing the World, very nice, but it did not register. What does that mean? The world, which is the world that we are talking about, not really by and large a bigger world, but yes, the bigger world also, but the world that we live in. The partner that you want to change and you're not able to change. The situation at your home you want to change, but you're not able to change. The financial situation you want to change, but you're not able to change. Or let's say your body conditions you want to change, but you're not able to change. Now, when you're not able to change, Jim, can you send the Zoom link to my father? He's asking me. Okay. So the situations that you would like to change and you're not able to change, the rules to changing the situation and people, the rules that were given are not working. For example, you were told, be polite to people so that everybody will listen to you. It's clearly not working. Or you saw that someday somebody shouted and everybody started working, so you started shouting and again it's not working. Or you were told to work hard and make money so your life will work out, but it's clearly not working. Or you are told, okay, eat less, go for gym and exercise, but that's also not working. You are told not to be too much, clearly not working. And then you're being too little, it's not working for you. So the worlds that you would like to change, how do you change those worlds? Nobody ever told us you be you and you will see how everything else changes. And this is one of the books that no matter what I do, at least once or twice a year, I read this book at length. And sometimes I read back and forth some pages, because it's something that contributes to accessing my energy. Otherwise, it's very, very easy to become like anybody else and try to solve the problems that you're living with. So if any of you are new to Access, I am going to use a clearing statement called right, wrong, good, bad, POD and POC, online shots, boys, forwards, and beyonds. It's a clearing statement, or you can say it's an abracadabra to change any situation in your life. You want to know how it works? Go to theaccessconsciousness.com, theclearingstatement.com, and you'll be able to have more information around how this clearing works. This book, if you haven't bought, it's like an investment. I will highly recommend you to buy. I have probably 3 hard copies and one Kindle version. This is the kind of connection I have with this book that allows me to navigate a lot of energy and have access to my energy. Okay. Now, this book is also for the people who are dreamers. So before I begin reading this book, I would like you all to close your eyes and just listen to my voice. Go back to the age when you were a little kid and you had a dream and you gave up for somebody else. Because somebody ridiculed your dream, rejected your dream, told you it's not possible. What was that dream that you gave up? And what if that dream is now possible and available? Would you allow that dream to actualize? Just because you can, will you ask for dream, for that dream to actualize? However long it takes, whatever it takes, will you allow? Will you make that demand of you? Whatever it takes, I'm going to make it happen. And will you ask consciousness to contribute? And now, whatever is currently showing up in your world, what if all of that is contributing to the dream that you've desired for? Will you drop your barriers and receive everything? Will you drop your fights, resistance, and the judgments? Will you drop your expectations? And will you drop all your conclusions? Is now the time for all of this to start showing up. And everything that does not allow that, can you please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot and pop, all night shots, boys, forwards, and beyonds. Amazing. Cool, guys. This book is for dreamers. So if you're on this call, probability is that you are a dreamer. And all of us were made wrong when we were daydreaming by our teachers. You remember you looking outside the window and wondering where you would be in few years. And then a chalk was thrown at you to tell you, just get present to this boring reality. what I'm teaching, just listen to me, not in your dream world. So everywhere you gave up your dream world because others' dreams were not getting fulfilled, others gave up on their dreams, others were ridiculed for their dreams, would you now give up that reality and step into your reality? And like Dane says in the book, if you're shooting for the moon, if you miss and hit the stars, that's not half bad. So no matter what, if you would like to work on for next 8 days, 2 days are off and 6 days would be calls. You can begin looking for what were my dreams, childhood dreams. And what if you can start asking for them to start showing up? That's one of the exercises that you can begin working with. Okay. Now, why is that so? Because it's a free will universe. So chapter 1, and I will be reading snippets of it and talking to you, right? Initially, we used to read full chapters and people were very interested. And then a point came when we read half chapters and people got really bored. And now we just read little snippets and we talk, okay? So let's work on your reality and free will universe. Before we go on your reality, the reality that we are living in currently is a two-dimensional reality where everything is good or bad, right or wrong, black or white, day and night, man and a woman, male, female, right? If you leave this, then it is good or bad, all of that. How does the right and wrong, the duality occurs is by agreement, alignment, or resistance reaction. So let's say somebody says it's pretty hot in India. How does the heat increase? When two people agree and align, yeah, it's definitely crazily hot. Now imagine the whole city saying it's hot, it's hot, it's hot, it's hot. What is becoming available is more heat. Now there's other person who says it's hot and the other person resists it. Not really. I stay an interesting point of view, but there is no heat here. It doesn't feel hot to me. Why does it feel hot to you? You still fight on the heat, but you're still fighting on the heat. And what I'm inviting you, and the book is inviting you, is it is a free will universe 100%. Yes, it is hot. You acknowledge it is hot. And what's your reality now with the heat? What's your reality with the heat? Some people get headaches. Some people get vertigo. Some people get heat strokes. Some people get something. And some people get nothing. And if you meet children, they are least bothered whether it is heat or not. They still come home from their school running and full red face and still very energetic. So what's your reality with heat? And likewise, everything that is going on around you. Please look for where you have agreed, aligned, where you have resisted, reacted to, and what's your reality. It could be your age. What's my reality at the age of 20? You agreed, aligned, resisted, reacted to a lot of things you must have heard at 20, and now you can begin having your energy at the age of 20, 30, 40, 50, whatever. That's you accessing your energy. How do you access your energy? By asking, what is my reality here? What's my reality with heat? What's my reality with work? What's my reality with accounts? What's my reality with design, interior design? What's my reality with clothes? And everywhere you picked up from anywhere, everywhere you resisted it from anywhere, is now the time for you to let go of that reality. It's a two-dimensional reality. Right and wrong, good and bad, fun talk, all nine shots, boys, poets, and youngs. This reality that we live in is very common average. It's a very ordinary reality. And everybody learns to function here on this planet Earth in this form of reality. And then some of us who are not satisfied, who are struggling with it, who are not able to change certain situations because you're aware there is another reality available, but you haven't accessed yet. Or if you were trying to access when you were little, you were shut down, you were ridiculed, you were told, that's not possible. So everywhere you gave up your reality is now the time for you to start asking for more of that to show up. And remember, we began with saying this book is for dreamers. Dreamers are always aware of a possibility. So every time something is not working for you, you're aware of a possibility. Can you start asking what possibility I'm aware of with dash? Universe, show me that. In order to create a reality, you have to have two people or more who align and agree with a point of view. In other words, a reality gets created anytime two or more people conclude this is the way it is. Even if they don't do it cognitively, that's actually how a reality gets created. Did you know that? And please notice 90% of the times, whatever is going on in our lives are never, never, never cognitive. Nobody has told you verbally. It's all the energetic field that we are living in. It's like a magnetic field that you are in. North Pole, South Pole, and there's a big magnetic field that you're surrounded by. So what kind of magnetic field you're surrounded by? If you're surrounded by a couple of people who are always bothered about their body, how the body shows up, you are in that magnetic field. You are going to perceive everything. You are going to be aware of everything, and you're going to get sucked into that magnetic field because you also have a little bit charge on it. Cool. But if you get present, oh, this is the magnetic field I'm in. And if you do not have positive or negative charge, you will be out of that magnetic field. So let's look at a free will universe. What if you were the master of your universe? And this is something that you guys can work on today. You've heard the idea that we live in a free will universe, and we are told that this is one of the laws of universe. One of the ways this weird, wacky place functions. Question is, if it's true, why does it not work for me? If it's a free will universe, why do I not have ease with every creation that I have in my world? Because whatever areas where you do not have ease, you are not being you. Any area where you don't have ease, you are not being you. You are being someone else. You have seen it, you've learned it, or you've been told you have to be a certain way to function like this. Now you can ask, if I was being me, what would be my reality with this area? And the energy will start opening up more. If it's free will universe, then why do we keep believing that we can't choose to change our money situations or the way our body feels or the relationships we keep creating over and over with the same person, just in different body? Why do we keep choosing trauma, drama, poverty, unhappiness, separation, anger, hate, and judgment? Why is it we seem to be unable or unwilling to change all of that? We may be cute, but we definitely aren't that bright. My point of view is that we must be missing something about the idea that it's a free will universe. So what I would like to do is take this idea of free will universe and invite you to recognize it. In other words, let's use our power to choose and our power to change. How many of you love change? I'm 100% sure all of the people on this call are going to say we, for sure. And when the change becomes available, How many of you resist it? How many of you fight it? And where did you learn that from? That change is difficult. Change is available all the time, but having a permanence, having a routine is important. Everything that is times a godzillion. Can we please destroy and unpaint it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, for wads, and well, all of us are asking for change, isn't it? And when change is becoming available, we hate it. We cry over it. Or we will not choose it. No matter what, I'm very okay and very comfortable with my previous way of living, with the certainty of living, with my previous fears, but I'm not going to change anything, though I want change. Now, you may want to look at your areas of life where you are looking for change, where you're asking for change, but don't want to change. Everything that is, would you be willing to let go of it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, for wags and names. And is it yours? If you were truly being you, would you choose change, yes or no? You want change, right? And then you've been told another point of view that whatever shows up, uncertainty, unpredictability, the new is bad. What is the guarantee that if the new will come is better than the old one? So even if you want the new one, but be okay with the old one. Now, who are you being? Is it your points of views? Or were you taught? You agreed, aligned, resisted, reacted, and what would be your reality? If you were choosing change, would you not ask for, oh, it's changing. I know it's changing. I'm asking for greater. I'm changing this energy. I know greater is becoming available. That's a knowing, and I'm choosing to step into it with more ease. The more you fight, the more you expect, the more you resist, you make change difficult. Every time change is available and you're going through a change, and if you resist it, you create health issues. So any form of pains, please start asking, what am I resisting here? One of the questions. Now, nothing is, hey guys, whatever I say, it's in context to right now. So no, it is not one rule applied to lifelong, because Charu said that, oh, if I have pain, definitely I'm resisting something. That's one of the questions. There will be many questions that you may want to ask when you're going through something. Okay. So what I would like to do is take this idea of free will universe. If you don't have the world you would like to live in and the life you would like to have, then what you thought it was going to take to get that must be incorrect. Does that make sense? As long as we stick to the point of view that change can only occur in one way, decided it would, that isn't working. We will always look in the wrong direction for the source of change. Now, maybe you want to look at two areas of your life where you would like change. And what have you decided with this change step? It could be, this is never going to change. Or it may take very long to change. Or you may know that this is the only way it can change. Can you please destroy and uncreate all of those points of views? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, forwards, and nuns. All it takes is for you to choose change. I'm changing this. I have no clue how, but I'm changing it now. And what are the infinite possibilities for this change to show up now? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, forwards, and nuns. And will you do me a favor for next 8 days? Can you please let go all your projections, expectations, separations, judgments, rejections, conclusions, points of views that you have bought of what it would take to change this. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pop, all line shots, boys, poets, and knots. Cool. Shall we go ahead a little more? Have you seen little kids? And how do they function in this world? If you have a kid in your house, can you right now look at you and the kid? Do they have same judgments like you with some particular people? Do they have same judgments like you for themselves? Do they have the world of obligation, or you have to, you must, you should, or they just be and function? How big is their world? And as we grow up, we start narrowing down our world, chopping off, chopping off, chopping off, chopping off, chopping off by deciding, judging, concluding. This is me and this is not me. This is right and this is wrong. This is good and this is bad. I can do this, I cannot do this. And a lot of times we put mind into it. But trust me, if you would like to change anything in your life, all it takes is for you to choose to change it and have no point of view how it changes. I'm changing this because I know I can have more ease here. I know more is available. I know there's more to life and I'm asking for it. Okay? How did this happen? Let me give you a small story. We are just reading through snippets of the book and I'm just talking more today. How did this happen? It happened when Dane was going through his life with a decent enough life, having a decent enough house, having a decent enough private practice and a girlfriend and making enough money to pay bills and yet waking up not happy. Any of you go through that? I have everything and yet I'm not happy. Or there is more to life. Yeah. If you go through, Dane was going through the same thing. And he was asking the universe, my life better change or else I'm going to die. So when you make a demand like that from yourself and universe definitely contributes, but in most weird and absurd ways. And please remember, it never shows up the way you think it will show up. Whatever you're asking for, your childhood dreams, it will never show up the way you think it will show up. So as he was asking, he saw a newspaper ad, all of life comes to me with ease, joy, and glory, call dash, dash, dash number. And he threw the paper. Nothing comes to my life, ease, joy, glory. And this one says it's a fraud, which could be the recent energy for a lot of people in Access. Yeah, Access just so shows that everything is so nice and everything, but it's only for few people, not for me. Oh, it's super expensive. I cannot afford it. Yeah, all they want to do is have money. But every time I have been and demanded more of me, universe has delivered me that energy. And the change I've been looking for, that gets delivered. So whatever change you're asking for, it will never be linear way of change. It will be many, many, many non-linear ways of changing this. So he was asking and he threw that paper. Next week, again, he saw that ad and threw the paper. And third week, it reminded him if he's resisting this, there is a gold mine and he should go and explore it, which is true for you and for me and for overall everybody. If you're resisting something or somebody, if you're resisting some form of courses, people, topics, places, your past, I don't want to access that part of me. Possibility is that there is a gold mine which you're refusing to access right now. With your point of views, like Dane says, you're very cute, but not bright. With your small little points of views, I don't have time, I don't have money, my family is not allowing me, I want to go on a trip, everything that is times a godzillion. Can we please destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online shots, boys, ads, and meows. If you were being you, would you choose only one thing or would you choose it all? Now, this is something that worked for me. I was smart and I was like, I would rather choose it all. Why one? That was something that was taught to me when I was little. If you go to a toy shop, just pick one toy. How many of you were told that? If you go to someone's house and somebody gives you money, please don't take that money. It's bad. So now when somebody pays you for your work, you find it difficult to receive that money because it's bad. If you go to someone's house when you were little, I remember when I was little, I would go to somebody's house and I say, I'm hungry. Can you give me this XYZ kind of food, which something that I like? And it was considered bad manners. So now I stopped asking from universe, I like this. Can I have this now, universe? How many of you have done that? And you continue doing it. But if you like something from somebody's house, can you ask universe, can I have this now, universe? I would like to have this. Can I have this now? Will you allow it to show up for you? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online shots, voice, ads, and beyonds. How does that show up? By you being you, by the vibration of you. The little kids are not adulterated by adults or this reality much. As we grow up, we start adulterated. Is that the free will universe? What do you mean by that? It is a free will universe. Whatever you ask for, yes, whatever you ask for, it will show up, guys. But the thing is, just get a sense of in your world, how much you have given up asking for in the universe. How much you've been told, and 100% how much we all have been taught and told by different modalities, different people, that whatever you are, wherever you are, just be contented. And if you are the one who is not contented, you are the wrong one. So you come back and you say, yeah, I'm very content in my world, but that's not you. Because if that would be you, you wouldn't be sitting in this class. Each one of you is asking for more of you. What's more to me and my life? What if all is available and true, and step by step, you can access that energy? Would you be willing to find out who you truly be? Would you be willing to make the demand that you show up in this world? And would you be willing to become acquainted with what's really true for you as a being? If you were truly being you, how much you would show up in this world? Are you exactly showing up that much in the world? Less or more? If you were truly being you, the amount of ease that you have right now, would you have more of ease or less of ease? And anywhere, if you access, oh, wherever I am, I'm in a great space. For sure, a lot of us are. But then you wouldn't be on this call. The mere fact that you're on this call, you have the hunger to access who you be. You have the hunger to know who the hell I am. And what if that is becoming available by asking what's really true for me and what is becoming available to me now? What would it take for me to have that now with ease? So and some of you would be absolutely new who would have a lot of issues going on in your life. And what if all the issues that are going on in your life are none of yours? You've agreed, aligned, or resisted, reacted to something or someone. The money issue, the class issue, the family issue, the servants issue, the body issue, the business issue, the self-judgment issue, validation issue, not able to speak issue, talking too much issue, all of it. What if none of it is yours? You've just agreed, aligned, and resisted, reacted to everything around you. You're in that magnetic field. Would you allow yourself to access you? How do you do that? Finding the energy of you. And that's the task for you all to do it till tomorrow. Are you ready for that challenge? Yes, no? You guys can unmute and tell me yes, no.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Some enthusiasm. Being you, one of the energies for being you is enthusiasm of living. How much your enthusiasm is gone for living? And is that yours? Or who are you being?
Not mine.
That's for sure. Nothing is yours. I'm asking, who are you being?
I'm being my husband, my father, my brother, my neighbor,
Parelli,
everyone around.
everyone else. Yes, and can you all guys access like how much people around us have given up their life and living?
Yes.
And they are just struggling, 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 struggling. Now that is not wrong. That probably works for them at current point of time in their life. But if you are not able to struggle, or if you are struggling but things are not working out for you, you clearly know there has to be something else available. And universe, how do I access that? Show me that. And that is the step I'm giving you today. If you do that, would you do me a favor? It just popped in my head. I'm just asking you. I would really like it. If it comes up, would you access it and share it in WhatsApp, Facebook, Insta, tag, hashtag? Let this energy be out more to the world of being you.
Yes.
However that shows up for you. Okay?
So what should we ask?
I'm telling you. Finding the energy of you. Okay? How do you find the energy of you? Let's do this. So what is the energy of you? Let me explain you two ways. Dane has explained and I access that energy most of the time for me. So Dane says that he had no clue what was going on in his life. And after he received the bar session, he had more space available. And then he saw that there was this pride ride was going on for HIV people. And everybody came together to promote these people who were raising the funds for HIV kids, HIV people. There was no separation, there was no caste, there was no color, religion, anything. Everybody came together for one common cause. He really wanted to go and contribute to that cause. So he made a demand, and the whole year he started putting the money aside to go for that one ride that happens every year. He made some money. Next year, he went for the ride and he contributed to people. He created so much more in that one ride. And the level of joy and peace that he received was beyond words. It wasn't about money, how much money I'm going to make. It wasn't about will I get popular. It wasn't about will anybody see it or no. He just wanted to contribute to something that allows people to have more ease and joy and have one common cause. So clearly his energy was that he wants to contribute to the world where everybody comes together and contributes to each other without any separations, judgments, projections, conclusions. The other thing that he looked for, where he expressed his energy was, the other energy that he accessed was when he was a little kid, whatever money he had in his piggy bank, he took it out and got lip tints, lip balms for all his aunts. He finished all his money in all, just because he wanted to gift his aunts on Christmas. He didn't have a point of view that all my money will get over. He didn't have a point of view the gift is too tiny. He didn't have a point of view that I would rather spend it on something else and not this. He just wanted to gift. And as he kept gifting these lip balms to his aunts, there was so much joy in his world that he received. Now, other thing that happened, and that's the way you can access your energy, where you've worked for some common cause, where you looked for the world has to be different, where you experience the gifting and receiving. As a little girl, I used to steal money from my mom's purse. Now I can say it guilt-free, but it's taken me long to access that energy. And I was in 3rd standard and I used to steal money, which was a crime. I got beaten up, I got really shame, and a lot of it. But as in this journey of consciousness, as I kept exploring more, I was like, what was a 8-year-old point of view? I stole money because in my school, there were a lot of people who created separation between rich people and poor people. And in school class, the separation was done by what kind of bag, water bottle, pencil boxes you get, if you are aware of that, right? The rich people get little better pencil box and school bags and pencils and they show off because school dress is same for all, right? And then some poor people will get little cheaper pencil boxes. And that's how the separation was there. So as an 8-year-old kid, the only way I knew to melt that separation was steal money from my mother's purse, which was like my mother's purse. There was no separation between mother and me. That meant that that purse is mine, the money is mine, and I can use it. So I took that money, I bought the pencil boxes, which is of same level the rich people have, and I gifted it to all in my school. But it didn't end because I could only give to 10 people and then there were 10 more remaining. So next day I stole more, and then 3rd day I stole more. And then I gifted the pencil boxes, and then I wanted to gift something else so that the separation melts and melts and melts. So that wasn't considered, but the act was wrong and I got beaten up for it. Now, for long, I've lived with that guilt and my energy was dynamically locked there. Until I read this book and I was like, what was the point of view of 8-year? There shouldn't be any separation. 8-year-old knew there was a separation in the class and with the mother. And all I started asking for a world where there is more communion and less separation. That was one way of me accessing my energy. The other way to access my energy was there was a time when I was going through a really lot of abuse in my world, but yet everywhere I worked, that center, that place grew and grew and grew just because I was there. I was kind, I was not cheating people, I was just constantly being happy and contributing to what they desired. And the center kept making money and money and money. So when I started my business, all I had to do was see the energy that I be of gifting, contributing, the joy, and not cheating people. The more I started accessing these energies, the more access to me became available. Same goes for each one of you. You may want to write 3 places from childhood till now where you were being you. Would you please now look over your life at 3 places when you know you were truly being you and write them down. Write some details to jog your memory and awareness. And the task is, if all of you, a lot of you know me, the task is not to write the whole story. This happened and then this happened and this happened and then that happened and then this happened when between that one said something to me and that are not required. Access to your energy. Access to your energy. What was I being? What was I being that I haven't yet acknowledged and received that energy? So find out 3 places. And once you find out, please hashtag me and let's put it somewhere and let's bring it out more in the world. Getting the living you truly desire. You, the universe, and the energy bubble. Once you have the access to 3 places where you were being you, truly being you, and if you function from, if universe is at the free will, what would you truly desire? The 2 dreams that you gave up as child in your childhood. What if you allow you and the universe to contribute to this? Will you get out of your own way? And will you allow universe to contribute to this ask? So I'm going to stop here, and we have some still exercise to do, but I'm going to stop and let you ask your questions based on what we have done today. If you guys have any questions.
Charu, whenever I do your classes, before the class starts, the energy starts showing up, you know. So for the past 2 days only, because I go to the gym in the evening, I've started dressing up in the morning a lot. So it just came out of nowhere, probably after 16 years. So one is that where, you know, I think I feel very light being me. Second is I have, ever since I was a kid, I used to wish well for everybody. And my only prayer used to be, God bless everyone. And I would do it in reaching out. So I started doing Twin Hearts meditation also, where I feel very connected, you know, sending healing energy. So like I said, you're doing this class, but 2 days, for past 2 days, you know, this energy, in fact, I thought of discussing in the other class too. So, you know.
So what's the question?
How do I access more of it? And, you know. So, you
Write
know,
down
when
3 places. There is no how. Okay, for all
Right.
of you guys, once you write down, there is no how. You ask for more of this energy to show up. These were the places you were being you. Let's say you get, God bless them all. What do you mean by that? Universe is constantly blessing all.
Right.
So why do I have to say God bless them all? It's people's choice how much they want to receive, what they want to receive. Universe is not partial to one. Universe doesn't say out of these 50 people, Charu is my special child. I will give more energy to Charu. Universe doesn't say that. I'm ready to receive more. So one is God bless them all is what we have learned as a child. Who are you being? Because a child, a 2-year-old child never say God bless all.
No, that time I didn't say it, but I would reach out if I would say I would see an animal which is on the road and ill, automatically. That wasn't
Yes.
taught, or anybody who was there, automatically I'd like to reach out and do things. That was never
Correct.
taught.
So wait,
Yeah.
so when you automatically reach out and do, it's not do, it's you like to contribute, whether it's animal, people. So your energy is of contribution.
Okay.
That's you. You like to contribute. That's one access to you. How many of you love to contribute? Now, I'm 100% sure all of you are going to say me, 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 me. Maybe look at your past and see where you are where you've contributed and it has given you joy and them the joy. If you have contributed, it has given you the joy, but it has not given them the joy. We have a question mark. If it has given them joy, but not you, we still have a question mark. If both the parties are joyful, that's the energy of you, gifting and receiving going on. Cool? So write down 3 places and deconstruct the energetics of it. What energy I was being. Cool? What else? What are the other questions?
Shana, you said something about that, sometimes when we're resisting something, that can be a gold mine, right? But like, it can also be that sometimes we just have an awareness that this is not gonna contribute to us and we avoid it. So, what question can I ask to have that awareness of this distinction?
Okay. It's a senior level question. I'm going to address it today. So you said if you have an awareness that you are not resisting, but you're avoiding it, if you were truly being you, would you avoid anything in this world? Yes, no.
If I feel like
It doesn't take that long. I'm asking you a question. If you were truly being you, would you avoid anything in life?
no, I will
Cool.
choose not to do it.
That's it. It's a no. If I was being me, I would not avoid anything. I would not resist anything. I will know that this doesn't work and this works for me. And it does not require validation, approval, anything. If you were being you in this world and there was no other person on this planet Earth, nothing, you are the only one on this planet.
Yeah.
Whatever you have right now, guys, would you have any of it? Trick question.
So it's getting more present that am I resisting or am I making a choice to not do something?
Being you is being present.
Okay.
I think this can be written. Being me is being present. Being you is being present. Anywhere you're not present, you're in autopilot, reactive zones, avoiding, defending, resisting, reacting. These are the places where you're not being yourself. Cool. So work is to write down 3 places where you were being you. And you had it. It could be when you went out on a trip and nothing mattered and you had the sense of peace in your world. It could be you went and contributed to 50,000 people without any thought and you were like, I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Let's see what shows up. It could be I wanted XYZ thing and I didn't care. I didn't hear anybody, but I just went ahead and kept doing it. It would be different energies to all of you. And what if you can access those energies for you now? Cool. Okay. Any other question? No? Okay. So I'm going to meet you tomorrow at 9 o'clock. If you guys find, if any of you are new, you're most welcome to ask question in the group. I will reply. Maybe not immediately, but I will reply in the group. And if you are the old people, you still have a possibility to access new energies. Okay, where else I'm being me? Where else I'm being me? Where else I'm being me that I haven't accessed yet, that I haven't acknowledged yet? That the more you start acknowledging, the more that universe starts becoming available to you. And there is no one on this call who is not being themselves at least 1%. So you want to access that 1% of you for now. Okay, guys. See you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Shall we
Bye.
take a picture?